Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've done one of these, but today I am doing a collective thrift haul, and I just want to take a minute to say hello to all my new subscribers. I have recently got a bunch of new followers, which is pretty good. I'm very excited about that. Thank you so much for following. Hopefully you stick around. So today's video is going to be a collective thrift haul, and I haven't done one of these on my channel in quite some time. I used to do them very often, and I kind of got off the wagon of uploading for a while. I have been thrifting right along, so I just wasn't sharing what I was getting. So this stuff is all stuff for me, not stuff to sell, and it is a collective haul over the course of like 6 to 8 months. So I'm just sharing with you kind of like my more exciting gems that I've added to my closet. And yeah, so I'm going to get right into it. I might end up splitting it into 2 parts just because there's quite a bit here, so I'm not sure. But we're going to start off with some Free People jeans. These are the pull-on penny, I think. They are just like a washed black color, and these ones are actually too big for me, but I think I'm going to take them in. They have a seam here on both sides on the back that I think if I remove, it has like an elastic, so I think if I remove the elastic and continue the seam down into the pocket, I might be able to get away with a dart there. But these were a good find. These resell for anywhere between like $25 and $75 depending on the like print or the color. So that was a great find. I'm just gonna put these down here. Next is another Free People piece. This is just a little bralette. I think it's called the Galhoon bralette. This one is in kind of like a rosy sandy desert pink color. And I like these for layering underneath stuff. I'm not a big fan of regular bras at this point, so I like to wear these when possible. Next is a oversized sweater that doesn't have a brand tag. I picked this up in my Goodwill bins, and I really just liked the vibe and the color. It's very like cozy, and it actually is kind of big on me, so I already rolled the sleeves up and wore it once. So next, I have another sweater. This one is a little bit hard to show on camera, but I'm probably going to insert photos of me wearing this stuff so that you guys can see what it actually looks like. But this is a, what is it? It's a Knox Rose, so it's a Target brand. And it's just a striped maxi cardigan with a hood. And I really like this kind of stuff for just tossing on around the house with like a t-shirt and my sweatpants, or I can dress it up over literally a dress or jeans. These are super versatile. I wear cardigans all the time. Next is a really cool vintage find. This is a carpet bag from the 1960s, and it needs some love. It's got some seams that are a little broken, and it did smell musty for quite some time. It's been sitting on a shelf trying to dry and air out. It still smells like your grandma's attic, but like in the good way. So this was a really cool bins grab, and I really love the colors in this. This is really cute. Next is a piece of fabric. Because I sew, I often pick up random scraps of fabric and whatnot from the Goodwill outlet, the Goodwill bins. This is just a pretty scallop piece of lace. It's doubled up right now, but I thought it would be pretty on the bottom of a skirt or something like that for a pretty dress. And speaking of that, I also picked up some cute little insertion lace as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you this guy. This is a really cool find that I got the other day when I was searching with my mom. And I got this at the regular Goodwill. And I don't know how old it is, but it's all silk. This is a crazy blanket. And I'm not gonna unfold it too much because it's like a twin size. But I would love to have some help trying to figure out what the date is on this. It looks like there's some early fabrics, some not as early fabrics. I don't know, maybe like 40s, 50s, 60s, somewhere in there, but I'm in love with it. It is worse for wear. It does have a lot of like fraying and like that kind of stuff, but I was thinking I might patch it myself. I'm unsure, but either way, I couldn't leave it behind. It was only $5. So that was a good find. And speaking of house stuff, I have a little bit more house stuff here. These I grabbed from the bins the other day, not realizing that they were a Parachute brand. And Parachute, if you don't know, is pretty expensive. These are linen king-size pillowcases, and I haven't washed them yet. There is a little bit of a flaw on this one. It looks like somebody got bleach on it, but I still really, really like it. So I'm going to wash these and use them on my bed. Little dog. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see my little dog. He's over here sniffing my pile. Can you stop, please? Thank you. So the next piece is an airy sweater. This is an oversized striped kind of mock neck sweater. This again is just good to throw on with like some leggings, or it's fine with a pair of jeans. It's really just like a cozy piece for my closet. Next is a piece I'm not sure if I'm actually keeping. I have to wash this. I just pulled it out of the bins the other day, but it's a dark green Carhartt hat. These are a classic, and they actually resell pretty well if I decide I don't want it. So then I have a really cool find. This is a 1970s Coach, and I really, really like the color of this one. It does have some scratches and whatnot, but I don't mind that. I like some honest wear personally with my clothes. So if it has some wear, I feel like it has a story. But yeah, it's zipped up right now, but this was a really, really great find, and I pulled this out of the Goodwill bins. Next is a cool pair of Dickies. These are like a railroad stripe, straight leg. They have a like carpenter pocket. And yeah, I was inspired by, what's her name? Caroline Tucker. She has these really great vintage railroad stripe overalls that she wears like all the time, and they're so cute. I was like, I want something in that pattern. They do have a hole down here, which I just noticed, but I will patch it. I'll do something cute with that and patch it. These were a really good bins find. Next is just a basic airy offline top. This is another oversized piece. I really like the color of this. It's just like a waffle Henley. Really great for layering, and it has like the thumb holes. I seem to pick up like a lot of Free People and a lot of American Eagle when I'm out thrifting. This is another American Eagle piece, and it is also a Henley style, but it's a knit. It's lightweight. It's really cute color. I really like this kind of stuff with jeans. Then I have a really cool vintage pair of Levi's. Again, I pulled these out of the bins. These I already modified to fit me better. They were very big. I don't know if you can see. I actually like closed the seam up a little bit. You can't really tell when they're on, which is good. They were kind of too big across the back of the butt. So, but anyway, these are a 1970s pair, and they are 501s. They don't have the big E or anything, but they're still 501s, and they have some fun wear on them. They have some paint. Where is it? On this side, they have some paint, and then I wear these cuffed up. I think at one point these may have been a pair of red lines, but somebody hemmed them, and I believe that they cut off the selvage in the process, which is kind of sad, but I still like them. They still give the vibe, even though they don't have the red line. So next is a couple of accessories. I'm just going to show you these at the same time. I have two belts. This is a really cool one. This is a vintage leather belt. This is definitely like 60s, 70s. It has all these cool like little rivets. You can attach the buckle pretty much anywhere on the belt. So, and it has that really cool like Western sort of vibe. And then this one's a little bit more plain. It is stretchy, which is great. I can wear this high or low. It just has a wooden big buckle, very 70s. I guess I can show you the boots that I have. I am a big fan of boots, and yeah, so I picked up these out of my bins. These are a vintage pair of, I think they're Durango. Oh, excuse me, they're Laredos. So these are just a brown pair of cowboy boots, and they have the little like detail on the front there. Very comfortable. Surprisingly, I really like these, and I would love to get some other colors. Maybe a black pair would be good. Then I have a pair of 90s Bongo. Excuse me, 90s No Boundary. They're like 90s to 70s. They are a suede. They're not quite that banana yellow, but they're pretty close. And they definitely give a very 70s vibe. I'm unsure if I'm keeping these. I've only worn them kind of to style outfits, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually keep them to wear out. They are in pretty good shape. Like, I don't think they were worn very much. So, and then lastly, for my great shoe finds, I found a pair of vintage 1960s, late 60s, early 70s suede lace-up go-go boots. These, if you know, you know. These are so hard to find, and when they are expensive. So I got really lucky, and my Goodwill had these for $15. $15. Well, technically they had them for $25, but they had a flaw. They have one of the heels, I think it's that one, is coming up a little bit on the front of the toe. And I pointed it out to the guy, and then they weren't gonna sell it to me. And I was like, please, 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 please ask your manager if I can just buy them. So they gave me a discount and they let me buy them, and they told me I couldn't return them. And I was like, I'm not gonna return these, dude. So anyway, but sadly they are a half size too small. So they are for sale actually on my Depop and on my Poshmark. If you are in the market and you want to buy these, they could use a trip to the cobbler, like I said, but they are an absolute gem. Next, I have this really cute skirt. You may have seen me style it already if you follow me. I post daily videos of outfits lately, and I did style this one up recently. This is by Bash. They are a more high-end, kind of, I don't know, they're like a mid-tier high-end brand, but it's a really cute pattern. And I actually got this to sell, but then I tried it on, and now it's mine. I have another vintage pair of Levi's, again, pulled out of the bins. These ones are very worn. They like, the Levi's is gone off the tag, but they are in fact Levi's. They are a 70s pair based on the shape, and they're like the perfect cut. Somebody like trimmed these very, very long ago, and they're like the perfect cut. They are like a wider straight leg, so they give that kind of late 60s vibe. Very, very cute, super flattering on. I have another Free People piece, and I did pair this with that skirt in that video I was talking about. If you're interested in seeing how it looks on, this is just the Free People Intimately, and it's just a black bodysuit, but it has a really big scoop at the back, and it's very comfortable on. Then I have a really pretty piece. This I pulled out of the bins 2 times ago. This is a vintage, probably 1950s, 100% silk kimono. This is a real kimono. It's missing its belt, but look at this. It's floor length. It has such a beautiful, like purpley blue floral print on it. It's to die for. I can't wait to style this. I haven't styled it yet. I have another Free People piece. This one's probably got dog hair on it, so please ignore that. It went in the laundry with something that was like dog hairy, and now this has dog hair on it, so I have to lint roll it, but that's life. This is just a long sleeve Henley. It has like a shark bite hem, and these are good, again, to just throw on with leggings or whatever. Then I have a couple of Banties. I am a Banty wearer, and I do pick up Banties often. So I have like maybe 4 or 5 here. So we're just gonna rapid fire those. This I got from my local Plato's. This, I don't know if it's an actual studio or not, but I really liked the graphics, so I grabbed it, and I wear this all the time. Next is a Harley Davidson long sleeve. This is probably Y2K 90s, but I really liked the kind of bold, traditional graphic on it. And what does this Harley Davidson say? Oh, it doesn't say where it's from, so this one's just like a regular Harley Davidson. Sometimes they have like Harley Davidson, New York City, or whatever on them, but this is a Stevie Nicks tee. Couldn't leave it behind in my bins. It is from a specific show in California in 2016. So, but I mean, Stevie Nicks, I'm not leaving it in the bins. Next, I have a Korn tee, and Korn the band. And this is already been modified. I cropped it and then added a different neckline to it. It's from the Issues album, and it has like this embossed, I don't know if you can tell, it has an embossed detail of the logo that's on the album art, and it's wicked soft. Then I have a classic Aerosmith. This one I think is just from Target. It's just a regular Aerosmith band tee. These are great to throw on and layer. Next, I have something that I can't believe I pulled out of my bins. I've actually gotten lucky and pulled this brand out of my bins more than one time, and it's crazy. I may sell this one. I haven't reached for it yet, but it's a Cezanne top. I don't know what the style name on this one is, but it's really pretty. It has like lace, and then it has like a little button detail down the front, and it's like, it hits you like right at the top of your high-waisted jeans. Then I have a Lucky Brand top. This is their newer tag label, and I grabbed it because I like basics with like something going on, and this is a really pretty neckline, so I grabbed this. Then I have a true vintage piece. This is probably late 60s, early 70s. Very pretty. It looks like it's handmade, and it has these cute little pockets. It's great with a pair of flare jeans, or you can tuck it in as well, and I just really love it. It's like cross-stitched. Very, very cute. Next, I have another Free People piece. This one is wicked comfortable. It's like that really lightweight kind of beachy fabric, and it's like a tunic style, so you can throw it on over stuff, and it has pockets. I mean, and I love this color too. So this is a great find. Next, I don't know what the brand is. Bejewel. This is like a 90s brand, but I picked it up because of the graphic. I really like this sort of native looking print. I am Native American, so I really enjoy wearing stuff that kind of hints to that. I know I probably don't look it. I have like blonde hair right now, but I am Cherokee. So next I have this beautiful dress, and if you saw my last video, you know that I modified it already. This I pulled out of the bins, and it had a different neckline, and I crocheted the top here to fit me better. It had kind of a had an elastic, but it was all worn out, so I fixed it. Then I have just an Old Navy top. This is really pretty. It does have a flaw. It didn't have it before I washed it, but it was new with tags, and I washed it, and the dye from the black kind of came off on one of the sleeves. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna just leave it or if I'm going to maybe dip dye it a different color, but I really liked the kind of classic 70s sleeve detail, very peasant style. Then I got this cool, it's like a dress, I guess. It's almost a top. So this is by Eyeshadow, again, another like Y2K brand, but I grabbed it because of the bottom. I really like putting this kind of stuff under dresses so that I have like kind of a pretty detail peeking out the bottom, and it was in my bins and it weighs like nothing. Anyway, so I have this, again, I think it's 90s. It's called Kirsch is the brand, and I grabbed it because it was so pretty. I can't leave it behind. I really love this sort of design. I'm not sure what you call it. I think it's the Cowatan tribe that does these motifs. They do a lot of vintage motifs with like whales and stuff. It does have like some kind of like rubber that somebody got on it. I need to try to like pill shave it and see if I can get it off. But either way, it's a wool blend. It's one of those pieces that I couldn't leave it. I really love this style, and it's great to throw on over like literally anything. Okay, I just have two pieces left. One is this really cool, it's called Jessica Sport. This is definitely a 70s jacket. And it is a cute brown, like kind of like velvety cord. It has this really great collar on it, and it's like quilted on the inside. It's just very cute. I couldn't leave it behind. It is a little heavy, but I like it anyway. And then lastly is actually a textile. So this is technically a poncho, a very long one. However, I grabbed it because of the beautiful weaving. This is gonna be hard to show on camera, but look at how beautiful this is. It's just so good. I think I may turn it into pillows. I thought about closing up the hole in the middle here and just leaving it as a blanket. To be honest, it would be really cool on the wall as well. I might do that. I have red, black, and cream in my bedroom. Anyway, I've been holding on to it because I just can't decide what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm gonna do something. So leave a comment down below if you have ideas on how to make this into something that's so beautiful and I can enjoy all the time. So that is everything for this haul. So if you made it to the end, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.